Thank you, Bernadette. All right, our next speaker is Joshua James. He's the CEO and the CTO of Nfinity-U.
My name is Joshua James. Let me give you some background. So if cryptocurrency was a person, it would be me. So I do everything in crypto. I'm a designer, a developer, an investor, a consultant, and a teacher. I started dabbling in blockchain in high school, Bitcoin mining actually at my school. So this was around the same time I was teaching robotics programming, and professionally, through my own business, I actually ended up taking the program down to Texas and teaching underserved youth in a program where I actually helped write the grant to get permanent funding for that school. So I've basically been coding my whole life. I've been teaching my whole life. So when I was in cryptocurrency, I actually ended up looking at it as, well, I'm doing all these things. I'm programming, I'm designing, I'm innovating, and I'm investing. I need to teach the world this. So basically, my journey started in college. When the pandemic hit, I actually left school and I was trying to figure out what to do. So first I started out building a medical device. Then I actually went into AI stock trading because I thought cryptocurrency was too hard compared to artificial intelligence. Pretty much after that, I actually ended up trying to design my own version of Python, which I actually did because I thought it would be easier as well. After all of that, I ended up going back to cryptocurrency. I went back to cryptocurrency and decided to actually try my hand at it. So I finally looked at the code, which I'd avoided because I just thought the code looked ugly. I didn't like the code, how it looked. When I actually looked into it, I realized it was so easy to develop, I needed to bring it to everyone else. So fast forward a couple of months, I started messing around trading in cryptocurrency, and I was managing a stock fund. Now this was around the whole AMC event where the market stopped following the fundamentals. So I got frustrated watching everyone get rich in crypto while the stock market was crashing. So I was like, okay, this is my escape plan, I gotta exit. I left crypto. So I went from a stock trading fund manager to a crypto asset manager. The first thing I did, I started developing my first application just to test the waters. And at the same time, I began managing crypto assets, actually for one of the world's top payment processing vendors. This entire time, I was still midway through my CS degree. So I was working anonymously on some of the biggest projects in cryptocurrency without having a degree. Just me having this beard here, which I got for the first time, was enough on Zoom to convince people that they didn't need to ask about that. So I was spending all day and night in meetings and doing market research. My connections as a developer actually gave me a jump on the market. So simply me being a helpful developer and connecting with people gave me insights to the market. So I ended up in groups with blockchain experts, AI experts, trading experts, where it was making my job easier because I didn't really have to study the markets. Now, I went a step further, me being a programmer and trying to optimize, and instead of even having to check my group chats, I went and started using AI trading bots in order to not even have to touch the markets themselves. So I just had money coming in automatically. After that, I didn't stop. I actually kept trying to optimize. I went and got an NFT that actually gives me a drop on the markets and tells me what and when to buy and what and when to sell. So I don't have to do any work to trade in the cryptocurrency market, and I can make all the money. I went and one-upped myself on that and went to the level of, well, when the market was crashing, everyone who was making money was basically the platform owners and their friends. So rather than freelance and work on other people's projects and invest in their platforms, I invested in my own and built my own platforms. While I was doing that, I also invested in a cryptocurrency game server for metaverse gaming. And this server basically, at the same time while I was getting back into mining, minted tokens, tradable tokens, every single day. It was basically printing money like the Federal Reserve, where I didn't have to do any work. Not only was I making money doing nothing, I was making money out of nothing. So I tried to actually alert people to the deal. Basically, the way they set it up, it started around 5 or 6K. The last 100 server licenses they were selling were going to sell for 100K. I told everyone I knew to buy this server license. Nobody listened, so I put my own funds into it. Now, these servers are worth more than $70,000. In the traditional centralized finance market, they're worth over $100,000 before the actual ceiling price hit in the cryptocurrency world. Rather than just providing a subpar education, Nfinity-U is providing educational opportunities for trading, coding, graphic design, animation, and even more specialties. So everyone actually has a place in the crypto space. I'm actually providing the education that people need while also giving the educators the salaries they deserve. So the teachers in our programs actually make the majority of the money by default. And on top of that, all of the students actually get direct workforce opportunities coming straight out of our programs without having to go through four-year universities, without having to pay a whole bunch of money. And not only that, but we provide the federal and state funding at the top level for these programs to get funded.